You know what it is, your boy MC coming at you again with the info for your 111, the knowledge of African Bambaataa, the fun of techno funk rap. Wiggity wiggity, always that, never whack. Lance Taylor, born 1917, 1957, also known as African Bambaataa, is a retired American DJ rapper. Rapper and record producer, he's is notable for releasing a series of genres defining electro tracks in the 1980s that influenced the development of hip hop culture. Afrika Bambaataa is one of the originators of the breakbeat DJing. You know what it is, but we say in. Born Lance Taylor, April 17th, 1957, was approximately making him 68 years old in the Bronx, New York. Oh, the Bronx. Genres hip hop, electro, house, electronic, breakbeat, electro funk, occupations, DJ, producer, rapper. Years after 1977 and 2013, labels Tommy Boy, EMI, Win their capital DMC, Planet Rock. Let's get it down. Zoom, 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 zoom. You know what it is. Through his co-opting of his street gang, Black Spades, into the music and culture organization Universal Zulu Nation. I like the brown, yellow, Puerto Rican, Haitian, I even like the girls from the Zulu Nation. Recipes Five Dog. He once told you that before. And originated the Zulu Nation. He was helped spread hip hop culture throughout the world. In May 2016, Bambaataa left his position as head of the Universal Zulu Nation due to multiple allegations of child sexual abuse dating as far back as the 1970s. Early life born Lance Taylor to Jamaican and Barbadian immigrants. Bambaataa grew up in the Bronx River projects with an activist mother and uncle as a child. He was exposed to the Black liberation movement and witnessed debates between his mother and uncle regarding the conflicting ideologies in the movement. He was exposed to his mother's extensive and electric record collection. Gangs in the area became the law, clearing their turf of drug dealers, assisting with community health programs, and both fighting and partying to keep members in turfs. Bambaataa was a member of the Black Spades. He quickly rose to the position of warlord in the division of the warlord. It was his job to build the ranks and expand the turf of the young Spades. He was not afraid to cross turfs to forge relationships with other gangs and their members. As a result, the Spades became the biggest gang in the city in terms of both membership and turf. After Bambaataa won an essay contest that earned him a trip to Africa, which worldview shifted. He had seen the movie Zulu. Shout out to the Zulu and watch Shaka Zulu at that. And was impressed with the solidarity exhibited by the Zulu in that film during his trip to Africa. The communities he visited inspired him to create one of his own neighborhoods. He changed his name to Africa Bambaataa, as seen adopting the name of the Zulu chief Bambaataa, spelled Bhambaataa, who led an armed rebellion against unfair economic practices in early 20th century South Africa. He told people that his name was Zulu. For affectionate leader, Bambaataa formed the Bronx River Organization as an alternative to the Black Spades. His career, due to the oft nebulous timeline of hip hop origins, there are conflicting accounts of when Bambaataa began hosting parties. Some suggested he began as early as 1970, predating noted father of hip hop, Cool Kirk. Shout out to Cool Kirk. Crazy legs. While others contend he began after the hurricane in 1976, in fact, attended and drawing inspiration from Cool Herc parties. He vowed to use hip hop to draw angry kids out of gangs and form the hip hop Universal Zulu Nation. Inspired by hip hop icons such as DJ Kool Herc, Bambaataa began hosting block parties throughout the South Bronx, including at the Bronx River Organization. Bambaataa engaged primarily as a hip hop artist. Much of his early fan base was centered on the hip hop movement, as Bambaataa established numerous rap groups, including the Jazzy Five and the Soul Sonic Force, which featured many artists that had overlapped with Universal Zulu Nation. In 1982, Bambaataa began playing authentically electronic music in the form of EMB, negative mark ONZ, apostrophe yes, AEIOU, sometimes Y, which was the first ever commercially released American single made on a computer, namely the Far Light CMI, negative mark, period. Inspired by the electronic music, groups such as Kraftwerk, Bambaataa realized the potential for technological advance in music making, put, uh, uh, decided to stop performing with a live band instead of only relying on technology on stage. That same year, Bambaataa released his breakthrough electro funk track in the form of Planet Rock. You know what it is, and go, which featured Bambaataa, producer Arthur Baker, and the Soul Sonic Force. This groundbreaking single featured the iconic line, "Party people, can you feel it?" Seamlessly blended electronic sounds, drum machines, and futuristic synthesizers with the traditional funk and hip hop elements, featuring a synth hook from Kraftwerk's Trans Europe Express, as well as electronic drum patterns. From their track numbers, Bambaata's Planet Rock not only became a massive commercial hit in the clubs and on dance floors everywhere, but also set the stage for the emergence of electro funk as a distinct genre. Robert Keith Wiggins, aka Cowboy of the Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. That 5 tons of death on you, but he just 5 tons of life. That 5 tons of funk, 5 tons of church, 5 tons of boom bap, 5 tons of Midwest bounce, the 5 tons of G funk, the 5 tons of Southern soul hip hop. In terms it became the common phrase used by MCs such as me as part of the scat inspired style of rhyming. The term was first used in print to refer to the music by reporter Robert Flippin Jr. in a February 1979 article in the New Pittsburgh Courier, and to refer to the culture in the January 1982 interview of African Bambaataa by Michael Holdman in the East Village. Not to be mistaken with Bone East 1999, but the East Village. I, the EYE for your knowledge, for you and me. And the term that gained further currency in the September of the year in another Bambaataa interview in the Village Voice by Stephen Hager in 1982. Bambaataa and his followers, a group of dancers, artists, and DJs, went outside the United States of the first hip hop tour. He saw that the hip hop tools would be the key to help expand his hip hop and his Universal Zulu Nation. In addition, it would help promote the values of hip hop that he believed are based on peace, unity, and love, and having fun. I'm gonna add harmony, knowledge, and wisdom. He brought peace to the gangs. Many artists, the gang members, say hip hop saved a lot of lives. Thank God for hip hop. His influence inspired many overseas artists like French rapper MC Solar, aka spell it Solaar. By far, now it's the wisdom to your mind. Keep God first. That Romans chapter 9. He was a popular DJ in the South Bronx, Bronx stand up, rap scene, and became known not only as Africa Bambaataa but also as the master of records. He established two rap crews, the Jazzy Five, including MC Master Ice. I like MC Master Ice, that's my boy. MC Master Ice, if you watch, God bless you, brother. One of the reasons I started rapping. And Mr. Freeze. Mr. B, Master D, and AJ Less, and second crew referred to as the Soul Sonic Force, including Mr. Biggs. How you doing, Mr. Biggs? What you mean? What's going on? What the hell is going on? Pow, 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 wow. And MC, period G, period L, period O, period B, period E, period, to the mother stinking knowledge. In 1982, Bambaataa, who was inspired by Kraftwerk's futuristic electronic and music, debuted at the Roxy, not to be mistaken with Rock Sunshine Tape. I want to be your man. In the test cassette of the EBN OZN's groundbreaking 12-inch white rap slash spoken word AEIOU, sometimes why it was the first commercially released American single ever made on a computer, a far live CMI, ushering in the era of music computers and sampling. And it's the same year as Bambaataa, the Soul Sonic Force stopped performing with a live band and began to use only technology. Bambaataa credited the pioneering Japanese electro pop group Yellow Magic Orchestra, whose work he sampled as an inspiration. He also borrowed the keyboard hook from German electronic pioneers Kraftwerk and provided the electronic rolling TR negative mark 808. Not to be mistaken with Kanye West 808 and Heartbreaks. Beatbox by producer Arthur Baker and synthesizer player John Roby that resulted in Planet Rock, which went to gold status and generated a entire school of electro boogie, rap, and dance music. Bambaataa formed his own label to release the time long zone compilation. He created turntablism as his own subgenre and ratification of electronica. Not to be mistaken with J Electronica. Shout out to him, check out his music. As an industry certified trend in the late 1990s, my era 90s baby stand up. Birth for the universal of the Zulu nation. Zulu power, my brothers. Zulu power, my sisters. And Zulu power to all the people of peace. And in the 1970s, Bambaata's formed what became known as the Universal Zulu Nation, a group of socially and politically aware rappers, b-boys, graffiti artists, and other people involved in hip hop culture. By 1977, inspired by DJ Cool Herc and DJ D with the DEE. I gotta go like it's my JOB. I got the Nazi Hip Hop Nation with my GED. And after Disco King Mario, it's me Mario, not to be mistaken for Mario, who always smashing mushrooms, loaned him his first equipment. Bambaataa began organization block parties all around the South Bronx. He even faced his longtime friend, Disco King Mario, in a DJ battle. He that began performed at Idly E. Stevenson High School. Afrik. That'd be cool. And formed the Bronx River Organization, later simply the organization. But by had DJ'd with his own sound system at the Bronx River Houses Community Center with Mr. Biggs, Queen Kenya. Shout out to the Queen Kenya. And the Cowboy, who accompanied him in performances in the community because of his priorities. Status in the Plex Spade, he already had established army party crowd drawn from the hold up, yeah, drawn from former members of the gang. Hip hop culture was spread into the streets via house parties. We pick you up, bring you down like a house party. Shout out to House Party 1, 2, and 3 for my eyes to see. Instant classics. Friday. Block parties, gym dance, and mixtapes. About a year later, Bambaataa reformed the group, calling it the Zulu Nation, inspired by his wide studios on African history at the time, specifically Bambaataa watched the 1964 film Zulu, which sparked the name for the group. Five B-boys, breakdancers, joined him. He called the Zulu Kings, later formed the Zulu Queens and the Shaka Zulu Kings and Queens. As he continued to lay in, more DJs, rappers, B-boys, B-girls, graffiti writers, and artists followed him, and he took them under his wing and made them all members of the Zulu Nation. You know what it is. And also the founder of the Soul Sonic Force, which originally consisted of approximately 20 goodness. Zulu Nation members Mr. Biggs, Queen Kenya, DJ Cowboy Supersonic, Force number 2, Pow Pow, Globe, creator of the MC, pop and rap style, DJ Jazzy J, Cosmic Force. Shout out to my boys DJ Jazzy J and Cosmic Force, I like them. Queen Lisa Lee, Prince Ikec, Ice Ice. Not a mistake for Ice Ice, baby. Ice Cube, Ice T, but Ice Ice. Chubby Chub, Jazz 5. Shout out to Chubby Chub, that's my boy. Jazzy 5, I like Jazzy 5. DJ, Jazzy J. Mr. Freeze, not the one played by one of sports, nigga. Master D, Cool. DJ, Cool with a K, not a C. That K Cool. DJ Red Alert. Oh, that's my boy. Shout out to DJ Red Alert. I fixed with him. Sundance Ice Ice number 2. Charlie True. Not Charlie Wilson. Master B. Busy B. Starsk. Akbar. Little Starsky. And Raheem. The personal for the Soul Sonic Force were groups with the groups with whom we will perform and make records in 1980. Bambaataa's groups made Death Mix the first recorded to with Paul Willie Records. According to the Bambaataa, this was an unauthorized release. Winley recorded 2 versions of Supersonic, not 1, but 2. Like Eddie Murphy said in Vampire and Brook, not 1, but 2. 2 sides of everything. Winley recorded 2 versions of his Soul Sonic Force landmark single, Zulu Nation Throw Down. Authorization. For the musicians disappointed with the results of the single, Bambaataa left the company and arranged credit on these recordings incorrectly attributed to Harlem Underground band leader Kevin Donovan. This led to the false assumption that Bambaataa's real name was Kevin Donovan, which was widely accepted by the hip hop community and recently following allegations and Brownsville resident spoke on relevant oral testimonies. Bambaataa's real name was in fact Lance Taylor. Zulu Nation was the first hip-hop organization with an official birth date of November 12, 1977. Bambaataa's plane with the Universal Zulu Nation was built. Bambaataa's playing with the Universal Zulu Nation was a build of movement out of the creativity of the new generation of outcast youth with an authentic liberation worldwide. Now, 1981 hip hop artist Fab Five Freddy. Shout out to him. That's my boy who gave you that doggone Yo MTV raps. How was that? Fab Five Freddy. You gotta watch 1980s rap to get that reference. And you gotta watch the movie CB4 to get that reference. In 1981, hip hop artist Fab Five Freddy was putting together music packages in the largely white downtown Manhattan new wave clubs and invited Bambaataa to perform off them in the Mud Club. Bambaataa had performed predominantly white crowds attended. And the first time Bambaataa had performed before the predominantly white crowds attendance for his parties downtown became so large they had to move to larger venues. First, the Ritz in the show, organized by hip hop pioneers Michael Holman with Michael McLaren's group Bow Wow Wow. Not to be mistaken for Little Bow Wow in your mouth. Bow Wow in your mouth. from the South. Then to the Peppermint Lounge, the Jefferson Negro Danceteria in the Rocks, playing a rock, a popular singer produced by Arthur Baker. And the keyboard, John Rabbit, came up with the June under the name African Bambaataa in the Soul Sonic Force. This song borrowed musical motifs from German electronic music, funk, and rock. Different electronic music elements and musical styles were used together. The song became an intimate hit and stormed the music charts worldwide. The song mirrored the main melody from Kraftwerk's Trans Express. Not a mistake for Outkast getting my Trans Express. Who probably might have sampled that. You gotta go see. With the electronic beats based on the track numbers as well as portions from records in Babe Ruth and Capital Scott, recipes Babe Ruth, just create a new style of music altogether, electro funk. You know, I am part of the funk. Africa Bambaataa was booked on the first ever European hip hop tour presented by Europe wonder Frank France, along with himself, were rapper and graffiti artist Ramazeli Zulu Nation, DJ Grand Mixer DXT, formerly Grand Master Mixer Dr. ST, the B-Boy and B-Girl, who's the Rocksteady crew. Not to mistake for Bebop Rocksteady from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles Cattle Mall. And the Double Dutch Girls, as well as the graffiti artists Fab Five Freddy, Phase 2, Future 2000, and Donda. About a second release around 1983 was looking for the perfect beat. Then later, Renegades of Funk, both with the same supersonic force, he began working with producer Bill as well as Gene Carrico's Celluloid Records, where he developed the place two groups on the label, Time Zone and Shango. Bambaataa recorded Wild Style with Time Zone, I meant to say, and he recorded a collaboration with punk rocker John Layden in Time Zone in 1983, titled World Struts and Shango's album Sango Funk. Theology was released by the label in 1984. His albums in 1983, Death Mix, labeled Paul Riley. 1985, Sun City, Manhattan EMI. 1986, Planet Rock, the album, Tommy Boy / Warner Bros. Records. Also in 1986, Beware the Funk is Everywhere, Tommy Boy / Warner Bros. Records. 1987, Death Mix Throw Down, Blatinet. 1988, The Lot, Capital / EMI Records. 1991, The Decade of Darkness, the EMI Records. 1992, Don't Stop, Planet Rock, the remix MP, Time Boy / Warner Brothers Records. 1996, Jazz and Kayan album, ZYX Music, Lost Generation, it's also 1996. Hottie, 1996 as well, Warlocks and Witches, Computer Chips, Microchips, and You, Profile says Arista / BMG Records, 1997, Zulu Groove compilation, Booyah. Hudson Vandam, 1999, Electro Funk Breakdown DMC. Also in 1999, Return to Planet Rock, Virgin Music, 2000, Hydraulic Funk, Strictly Hype. Also in 2000, Theme of the United Nations with DJ Yakataka, Avex Tracks. That's the record label. In 2003, Electro Funk Breakdown compilation, DMX. Not the mistake for the dog. Recipes DMX. In 2003, I was 12 years old. Looking, and also in 2003, for the Perfect Beat 1980 to 1985 compilation, Time Boy / Rhino / Atlantic Records. 2004, Dark Matter, Moving at the Speed of Light, Tommy Boy Records. 2005, Metal, Tommy Boy Records. Also 2005, Metal Remixes, Tommy Boy Entertainment. 2006, Death Mix 2, Paul Winley Records. His singles going by year, titles, USA Pop, USA R&B, USA Dance, UK. The Zulu Nation, Winley Records. 1981, Jazzy Sensation. Tommy Boy / Warner Brother Records. 1982, Planet Rock, 48, 4, 3, 5, 53. Tommy Boy Brothers, Warner Brothers Records. Warner Brothers, I meant to say Records. 1982, Looking for the Perfect Beat, 36, 18, 86. Tommy Boy / Warner Brothers. 1983, Renegades of Funk, 26, 30. Tommy Boy / Warner Brothers Records. Also in 1983, Wild Style. Not to be mistaken for Kinfolk Wild Style C from Kush Conflict, but Wild Style Records. The Wild Style single. Celluloid Records. Also 1984, Unity with James Brown. Frantic Situation with Shango. World Destruction with John Lennon. 89, Atlanta Records and Celluloid Records. 1986 again, when Bambaataa's theme, 70, 24. Tommy Boy, Warner Brother Records. 1980, Reckless, UB4. 1990, Get Up and Dance. 1991, Is There Anybody Out? 1993, Zulu War Champ. What's the Name of This Nation? Zulu, Feeling Eerie. 1994, Pumpanani. Also 1994, Feel the Vibe at Kenyon. 1998, I Gotta, the City of Simbala with West Beam, Got to Get Up versus Carpe Diem. 1999, Africa Socks with Linfield. 2001, Planet Rock with Paul Oakenfield. So that's back for you in the burger that you never be blue. Coming back for more. Watch this. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification, comment. And you know what it is. Peace, blessing, love, and hit you with that Mac 2. 13. So make sure you come back for more videos. Share this video. Subscribe to this video. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to everything. And like everything. Share it to your friends and get me up there. We about to hit UK, that 1K before December. And we out. And hit that notification so you know when I'm popping up with more knowledge of funk and soul. Backpack Rap is back again. Keep God first. Keep God. Thank God.